Have you ever felt like you're behind? Like you're working day after day and everyone else's art just seems miles ahead? Well, I've been there many times. When I first started pouring silver, it felt like every mistake, it felt like proof that I wasn't good enough. You know, the spilling of the silver when I'm pouring, the sandcasts that were cracking and breaking, pieces which I kind of knew were ruined before they even cooled and I opened the flask. I'd look online and I'd think, man, how they're doing it so easy. Why am I still here? Messing around at this bench alone, wondering if I'm wasting my time. But then I learned something. You're not behind, you're just becoming. And it's that becoming that takes the time. It's real, it's really messy, and it's really unglamorous at the time when you're going through it. It's when you're putting in the work, I think it's in the quiet hours when no one's watching, and that's the hardest thing. You've just got to keep plugging away. It'll be the nights in the workshop when it's really cold and you're still there, chasing that perfect pour, and it's just refusing to happen. They say life goes in seasons, and I think it's the same with art creation and business. It's a season that looks like nothing's moving forward. It's just stood still. It's sometimes even going backwards. You're getting less views. Your stuff isn't coming out how you wanted it. But underneath, everything inside of you is changing. And that's what people never see. It's that invisible work that turns the frustration into what they call flow, and the failure into a good form. I used to think that the reward was a finished piece, a cool piece of silver. But in reality, I've come to think that it isn't. The reward is really the person you're becoming along the way. Every pour teaches you patience. Every remelt or retry or making the sandcast again teaches you resilience. And every time you feel like you want to quit but don't, you become a little bit more of who you're meant to be it in silver pouring, painting, whatever it is you're doing. I've had a collector recently ask me, what do I think gives a silver punk piece its value? And I don't think it's just the metal. It's the kind of growth behind it. When you hold one of my pieces, one of my panels, you're holding the hours of design, the failure, the rebirth. You're holding every time I thought I was behind, but I kept going anyway. That's what gives its weight far beyond the ounces. That's what makes it more than bullion. It's art forged from persistence, and I think that's what gives my stuff value. It's the story of where I've been, where I started and where I'm currently am now, and that story's going to continue. I'm not 100% sure what that's going to be, but it is going to carry on. There's a line that I remind myself of often. Becoming doesn't need an audience, only consistency. I think a lot of people throw in the towel too early. They never make it this far because the silence is too loud. They kind of want the views and the applause before they've earned it. But I think real artists, they learn to work through the quiet times. They keep going even when no one's clapping or watching. And one day, when the smoke clears of the pour, they realise the whole time they thought they were behind, but they was actually building something timeless. They're not behind, they're just becoming. So if you're in that quiet season yourself, no matter what you're doing, whether it's, pouring silver, painting pictures, making music, becoming doesn't need an audience. It's just that consistency. Just remember it. So don't rush it. And don't compare yourself to someone else's chapter 3, 4, 5. If you're only on chapter 1, then what's the point of looking at someone else's chapter 20? It's pointless. You're not behind, you're just starting to become. You've got to keep on creating, keep on learning, and every ounce of effort will one day turn into something you can be really proud to call your own. You'll have your own style, your own, that own look that you're going for. And when it does, you'll look back and realise every setback was just getting the silver even purer. And like I mentioned, it's just becoming and evolving. And what I'm trying to do at the moment, I'm doing exactly the same thing. And I don't know where my journey's going to take me, but I'm looking at starting kind of like a silver pouring course or a guide or video or a community. I'm not sure what yet. If that's something you're interested in, There is a little form below in the description. It'll be the link at the top. If you click that, you can fill the form out and let me know that you're interested. And maybe it's something that we can push on with and see where it goes. Thanks for watching, guys.